Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Rock legend dead at 57 after horrific covered battle. Mark Lanegan, a pioneering vocalist of Seattle's grunge music scene known for fronting Screaming Trees, has died, aged 57. The grunge icon, who also collaborated with Queens of the Stone Age, died at his home in Killarney, Ireland, on Tuesday morning, his family and friends confirmed on his verified Twitter account. Watch the video above. Mark Lanegan dead at 57. Though he often downplayed his contributions to indie rock, the gravelly-voiced performer helped usher in a new era for the genre in which many of his collaborators soared to international fame. Apart from his work with Screaming Trees and Queens of the Stone Age, he launched an inventive solo career and published poetry and 2 memoirs. But it wasn't until their 6th album, 1992's Sweet Oblivion, that the group finally broke through nationally with the song Nearly Lost You. Screaming Trees was an influential part of the Seattle grunge scene, where bands like Pearl Jam, Alice in Chains and Nirvana began their careers. Mark wrote about his friendship with late Nirvana frontman Kurt Cobain in his 2020 memoir, Sing Backwards and Weep. It wasn't until after Kurt's death, with prodding from Kurt's widow, Courtney Love, that Mark eventually went to rehab in the late 1990s and again in the 2000s, he wrote in his memoir. He had been sober for almost 20 years when it was published, Rolling Stone reported at the time. Mark's music career took a different path after the Screaming Trees disbanded in 2000. He continued making solo albums, which he started releasing while still a member of the group. He joined the Queens of the Stone Age for a few years and also collaborated with artists including Isabel Campbell, formerly of Belle and Sebastian. To continue on in music, I had to distance myself from the whole Seattle thing, he told Rolling Stone in 2020. I had to keep it at arm's length to avoid being known as this ex-grunge, drug-addict singer who never made it. The stay was meant to be temporary, he told Spin last year, but the physical beauty of the area convinced him to stay. Last year, Mark became sick with COVID-19 and nearly died, an experience he documented in another memoir, Devil in a Coma, published in December. He was put into a medically induced coma and spent weeks in an ICU in Ireland. From the moment I was brought out of my chemically induced sleep and was told what had happened and where I had been, I was determined to survive this nightmare, even though I had very little say, actually, no say in the matter, and had zero ammo to fight with, he wrote. Friends, fans pay tribute. Peter Hook, co-founder of Joy Division and New Order, said he was a lovely man, who led a wild life that some of us could only dream of. He leaves us with fantastic words and music. Hook tweeted. Thank God that through all of that he will live forever. KEXP, a public radio station in Seattle that has long championed alternative artists, called Mark a rare talent, a true vision and a dear friend of the station. The band Garbage, which came up a few years after Mark's Screaming Trees, praised his unique talents in a tweet. A very gifted artist blessed with honey-dipped tones, gone far too soon, the band said.